All right, so we were joking around, producer Nick, producer Tom, and I'm like, I used to be so nervous. I never even knew what I was going to talk about. Now, sometimes I don't even get all my topics done. All right, so I've exhausted you with this whole labor law thing and the DOMA thing and the notice. If you have any questions, just call in. Let's get back to the name of the show, Medicare and You. I've got people with questions all the time. I'm turning 65 with the recent layoffs at the hospitals. Good article, by the way, on the Republican Americans part. And I really do admire how Darlene Stromstead defended herself. Her salary is over $500,000. But you know what? She earns it. She defended herself. She said, I'm educated, and I work every day, all the time. I'm stressed. Chad Wabel is a personal friend of mine. I love the guy. I could care less how much money he makes. Those people work their butts off 7 days a week. You don't think going to functions and going to all that stuff is work, but it is work. Yes, they're having a glass of wine, and they've got, Darlene's gorgeous. Chad's got a beautiful wife, Teresa. But they're still going. They're still working. And I do admire someone that makes money but earns it. All right, I got a caller on line one. I'll take it. Michael Regan, Medicare and You.
Yes, hi, Mike. My name is Ken.
Hey, Ken, how are you?
Good, and I have a question for you concerning both Medicare as well as a supplemental insurance.
Piece of cake. Okay, so Ken, be HIPAA compliant and do not say your last name. We're super HIPAA compliant on the show. Okay, hit it.
Okay. Well, here's my question. Often when I go to any professional doctor, etc., they have asked me in the past, what is your primary insurance? And of course, I would say Medicare. And then my supplemental would be Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay, quick question.
Sure.
How much do you pay for the Anthem monthly?
My monthly for the Anthem is about $450.
And that's quarterly, you mean, not monthly?
Oh, excuse me. No, that's monthly. Sorry.
For you and your wife?
No, it's for myself.
Alone?
Yes.
Hold on a second. All right, do you have a couple minutes for this call?
Sure.
Okay,
yes,
how young are you?
69.
Okay, so you're young. You just became eligible. Your Medicare A and B are both in place. You have a red, white, and blue card.
That's correct.
Okay, so that's the primary. Medicare is your primary.
That's correct.
Is the $450 price tag a retired benefit from an employer, or did you buy that on your own?
No, that's through the employer.
I knew it. Okay, so you've got the most kick butt. Barbara Davitt would kill me if I swore. You've got the most kick butt insurance plan in the world. You have unlimited prescriptions. Was your employer that you retired from larger than 20 employees?
Oh, certainly.
And just give a guess. How many employees?
Probably close to between 200 and 300.
All right, so it's a large company.
Yes.
Okay, I hate to say it, but the government is secondary. Your Anthem is primary. If you are over 20 full and part-time employees and you're in a current retiree group program, Waterbury Button and the Waterbury companies have a program like this that they put in place. Carl Contadini was a friend of mine. Before my mom passed, we used to insure that company. And we put the plan in place ourselves where the group retiree benefit is, do you ever hit a donut hole on the prescriptions?
Not really, no.
Right. So you have what they call the high option plan F. It's the best you can buy in the country. It's extremely expensive.
Right.
Are you kicking butt for yourself financially, or is it the economy reared its ugly head and instead of a couple million, you're down to like a half or 250 or something like that?
That is correct.
Okay, so if you want to shop this around, you can call my office, or if you have an insurance agent, you can just give them the business. October 15th through December 7th. October 15th through December 7th. The government lets you have a window of time called annual election period.
Okay.
AEP allows you to make one change per year, and you have a Medicare supplement right now. So you would go probably, depending on your income, to a $254 Medicare supplement. You can keep Anthem.
Okay.
You can go to United Healthcare. Those are the two I trust as far as supplements. The word supplement SUPP, instead of Advantage. The word supplement means Medicare is primary for 80% of the claim, and your supplement picks up the difference. The word supplement also means you can go to any doctor or any hospital in the country as long as they take Medicare assignment. If they don't participate with Medicare, then you cannot use that physician. Or you could just pay cash, which I've told a couple clients to do, especially on the psych end. Psychiatrists, my dad's a widow, so I'm trying to recommend him go, but he doesn't want to go. He's just a hard guy. But the psychiatrists don't accept Medicare, so they simply just pay $80 to go once a month to talk to somebody. But as far as $450 a month is concerned, you have the best of the best. You have either Plan F or Plan J, and then you have unlimited prescription drug coverage. So it is extremely expensive. You can cut that in half at least. Or if you are local in the Cheshire, Waterbury, Naugatuck, Southbury area around here, and you don't travel that far and are fairly healthy, you can take an alternative product called a Medicare Advantage plan.
I see.
But if you're doing well for yourself, your house is paid for, and you've got at least $250,000 to $500,000 in the bank, you're more of a Medicare supplement person because it'll give you a beautiful hospital called Memorial Sloan Kettering if you ever do get sick. But if you stay local and really don't travel that much and are on, just a few basic prescriptions, and your doctors are in the network, you could entertain a Medicare Advantage. The word Advantage, Medicare Advantage, was invented by the government. It was called the MMA Act of 2003. And what it stated was the government looked at the baby boomers that are coming up, and they're coming in droves. So they said, we're not going to have enough money in our Medicare trust to pay 80% of every claim. So they went to insurance companies and said, we will shift risk to you if you take on 100% of the liability and pay all the claims. Now, you can't get anything for free. So the carriers said, well, what's in it for us? My buddy Leo, Whiffam, what's in it for me? And the government, CMS, Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, said, we will give you $980 a month. We'll give you, depending on your age, up to $1,068 a month. They're now raising the caps. So the carriers take on that money from the government. You essentially give up Medicare, you give up the A and B, and you take 100% of the liability by agreeing to go to the doctors and the hospitals in the network and agreeing to pay the copays. So I explain this at nausea. My seminars are at the Cocoa Keys. You can go to those, or you can make a personal appointment at the office. We don't sell anything over the airways. This is 100% for you, Ken, just to consult. But as far as this is concerned, do me one small favor, and I'm just going to have you call in 2 weeks on the next show and tell me the answer. I'm pretty sure I'm right. There's an 800 number on the back of your Anthem card.
Yes, there is.
1-800, either 843-6096 or whatever your dedicated line is. Just call them, and remember, you're on your best behavior because it's a recorded phone call. Just say, I talked to a pretty smart guy. I believe he's right, but I just want to check. I always like to check myself. I think Anthem's primary because your employer was well over 20. So your Medicare just picks up the secondary coverage if there's any ancillary bills out there. If it's under 20 employees, Medicare's primary. But yeah, let's get that answer for the listening public because you're not the only one in this situation. And definitely give the office a call from October 15th through December 7th. You're paying a fortune for your insurance. All right. Hey, thank you so much for listening to the show.
Yes, and thank you so much for your advice. I certainly appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. That's why I invented the show. Appreciate it. All right.
Very good.
So anyone with questions, please call in. 203-757-1320. Gene, I don't think I'm going to get to the GTL today. I'll try next week. It is time for me to plug the fabulous and a friend and a colleague, actually a good friend of mine, producer Nick. Nick does the YouTube page. And it's actually catching on. It was in the newspaper. It was kind of funny. And also, producer Tom, thanks for the plug on my pretty wife. Diana, you got in the newspaper on Sunday. I guess you looked quite beautiful at the museum function. All right, so take it away, producer Nick. How can people, A, listen to our rerun shows, and B, how do they find us?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike. If you'd like to watch previous broadcasts of Medicare and You, it's very simple. You just go on the internet to www.watr.com, and at the bottom of the WATR website, there's a big red button that says YouTube, and if you click on that, it takes you to WATR's YouTube page. And on the YouTube page are previous broadcasts of Medicare and You listed by date, so you can watch parts of your favorite previous broadcasts. If you'd like to ask Mike a question, you can email him at WATR Medicare and You, all one word, at gmail.com. Or if you're feeling brave, you can just go straight to YouTube, www.youtube.com, and you can search in the search prompt for Medicare and You, Michael Regan, and you can just follow the links and direct yourself to the episodes you'd like to rewatch.
I agree 100%. And I honestly tell you the easiest way is just to go to the WATR.com, because Nick put a huge YouTube thing, and it's working. You click on it, it goes right to the latest episode. It's good. And this interweb, this internet thing, it's here to stay. So seniors, especially I love the seniors now with the iPads and everything. I'm like, cool, look at this lady. It's usually the women who are more into the technology. But my dad did get the iPhone. I got it for him. I got to stop plugging Apple, or they better start sponsoring this show. All right, so let's wrap up for the next 5 minutes with some simple questions people ask. What do I do? I saw my buddies in the parking lot the other day. I guess, I don't know, I was getting some like motor oil or something like that. But they said, when am I going to see you? My birthday's in January. So you get 3 months before your 65th birthday, the month of, and 3 months after to purchase a product. If you ignore it and you do not get it, you will be penalized. Okay? Especially on the Part D. But if you do not sign up and you do not have employer coverage, you will be penalized. You will have to wait till January 1st of 2015, and you will get from January 1st through March 31st, and your coverage won't start till July 1, which has happened to several clients of mine. So do that, do it to it. Also, people always assume, well, aren't I automatically going to get enrolled? The answer is no. You're not going to just get automatically enrolled. You will if you're not working and you have contacted Social Security, but the best thing to do is just give them a call. Social Security's phone number is 1-877-405-4874. That's the local phone number. Or simply go down and see the local people at 51 North Elm Street. It's not a big deal. Please do me a favor and go early in the morning. They open up at 9. Between 9 and 10 is a very good hour. It has a tendency to get crowded. That's as polite as I can put it. Crowded after that, and that's not that favorable. It gets really loud, and you have a tendency to get a little annoyed if you catch my drift here on the airwaves. All right, 2 minutes, Producer Tom. All right, let me at least touch on this because Gene and I feel it's a hot ticket. People always say to me, well, I bought your zero premium plan, and I see... Hold on, I'm just going to sip a quick water. Thank you. I see that I have co-pays at the hospital. You can outrun this. If you're healthy, you can buy a hospital indemnity program. And not everyone buys this. I'm really not that big of a fan of selling things to people. I think that's just another scam. And I don't want to be a scammer. I like to be an honest person, and I always do the right thing by people. But this isn't that much of a scam. It's an insurance product. Yes, it's something you have to buy. But it does pay for itself with one hospital stay. And I have a very good friend who went to the hospital after purchasing this, and basically it reimbursed him 5 years of premium. So it's about $350, $320. We do make a small $20 commission on this product. But it's called Guaranteed Trust Life. It's a hospital indemnity product. And what it does is if you are on a zero monthly premium plan, it will pay your hospital copay, whether it be the $295 for United Healthcare, $250 for the Connecticut plan for days 1 through 7, whatever your Advantage plan is. If you're on one of the zeros, at least look into getting the hospital indemnity insurance coverage, because what it does is in the event that you are hospitalized, it'll pay the fee. I didn't really touch on it as well as I should have, but time is of essence here, and I've got producer saying you got 15 seconds to wrap it up. So, it's July 10th. Thank you very much, sir. And it's been another successful show. I cannot thank Carmody and Torrance enough for loaning Mark F. Williams to us. He's brilliant, and at their hourly rate, we're lucky to have him. Have a great Wednesday. Talk to you later.